We need to talk about this. So we recently watched Mortal Kombat 2 and the He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe. So let's start with Mortal Kombat. What did you think of it?
Mortal Kombat. So I don't remember
The first one?
the first one of this remake. Like, you know, they had some flashback scenes in the second one, and I was like, I don't recall any of this stuff. But yeah, so that being said, part 2, as a standalone, first time viewing it, zero expectations. It was more memorable, for sure, than the first one. I feel like they focus more on the fight scenes, which, you know, you're making a movie based off a fighting game. The fight scenes have got to be executed well, and I feel like they did a better job of it in this movie. They weren't perfect by any means. There's a lot of like, action, 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 stop, say a couple lines. Action, action, stop, say. So it's like, what's with the...
I noticed that was very awkward too, because like the fight scenes were like, you know, there's music at the dun, 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 dun. That's not the actual...
Yeah, that's Ego Trip.
What was I saying? I'm just gonna say it. It's a bad movie. Don't expect anything from the plot. And apparently they did away with some of the stuff from the first movie, which was something about like a dragon mark on their body, which...
Don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing about that in the second movie, so they just completely scrapped all that. It's a bad movie. Enjoy it for the visuals and the fight scenes, and I think you'll enjoy it if you look at it that way.
There's so many dialogue-heavy scenes in this movie, you didn't really need to interrupt the fighting. And it got really bad towards like that last fight. I don't know if we want to jump ahead to that. Should we jump ahead to that?
Yeah, this will have spoilers.
Okay, yeah. So, spoiler alert, but the last fight where it's like Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Kano, I forgot who else, versus Noob Saibot. Oh my god. That long scene where they're all blasting Noob Saibot for what feels like 15 minutes, while Johnny Cage has this like epiphany and this realization, then finally does his little shadow kick thing. It's
I feel like
what is happening? They're like, there should be another angle where he's just standing there and Noob Saibot's just taking everything.
Johnny Cage was supposed to have this, you know, this like anime moment where he's just like, I'm a badass now, I have my powers. It fell flat. You know, he had like 2 of those moments in the movie, and you can't have 2 of those moments. Just pick one. It felt this movie tried to take itself way too seriously, and that's why it didn't work. So just watch it for the visuals and the fight scenes. This one, I think they're trying way too hard to force that one actor because he's recognized.
Yeah, Carl Urban from The Boys.
From The Boys. To me, it felt weird. It's like, who's the main character? Is Liu Kang the main character, or is Johnny Cage the main character?
Liu Kang was not the main character in this one. He was a side character. Also, I'm jumping all over the place. Can we talk about how, like, in one of the final scenes, like, he gets stabbed, and then he just decides, like, this isn't my fight. I'm gonna go get Kung Lao, and then he just leaves. And it's like, wait a minute, like, Shao Kahn is still there, Sonya's hurt, I think Kitano is still tied up. It's like, you're just leaving? Like, I don't know, that was weird.
That's why, you can't rationalize it with the plot. It's just, just watch it for the visuals and the fight scenes. I did like what they did with Cole, who doesn't belong in the Mortal Kombat universe at all. It was such an undignified death, just kind of literally pushed to the side.
And that's a wild choice by the people who made this movie. Like, your entire first movie was based around this guy who you just created for this movie. So he's literally like your character. He's your baby.
He's your new main character.
Yeah, you invested so much time creating this guy's story. It got such like a negative backlash, I guess, from fans, to where in the second one, he has maybe like 6 lines before he gets killed. Like, it's such a, you're nothing. And I don't know, that's just, what a drop off for that guy.
But I feel like that was such a fan fulfillment moment where it was literally like, you're dead.
I know.
You don't matter.
The way they push him aside, it's like that Family Guy scene where Peter was struggling with the frog in the window. It's just like, get out of here. And it was also funny how the other characters didn't really care. Like, they're like, what's his name? Cole? Yeah, they're like, where's Cole? And they're just like, oh. And then they move on. Like,
and I did like how they tried to work in some of the game's choreography. Like, I remember Kung Lao had this like, and that's part of his combo in one of the games.
They did include some of their signature moves. Although it's weird that Scorpion, who's this old Asian man, all of a sudden was like, get over it. It's like, wait, you didn't sound like that at all when you were like gardening or whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like moments...
Yeah, you have to like kind of just... It's like wrestling. You have to just suspend your belief, I guess, for a while.
Suspend your disbelief.
Suspend your disbelief, yeah.
I think we needed more moments like that because it kind of worked when it didn't take itself too seriously. Also, it felt like they were making up the rules to the Mortal Kombat tournament as it went along because, yeah, all of a sudden you don't need to kill the other person. I don't know.
And you can just decide, like, I'm a good guy instead, and it changes.
It's like, oh, wait, why are they horribly killed in some of these matches?
And then again, that thing where they had, like, the lives floating, like, that was ridiculous. It's like...
And again, they were making up rules as they went along, like, wait, I renounce Outworld,
yeah,
I'm on the good guy's side.
So then couldn't she say, also, none of them are dead? And then, like, they all just kind of, like, you know, like, if you can just say things, and it's like, also, Shao Kahn, you're at half a life, and then, you know, like you can just say things, and then...
It's like, wait a minute, add another guy.
Exactly, like the fry, and then add another guy. Yeah, I don't know. It's like what you said, like, they sometimes leaned into the video game stuff. Sometimes they didn't. They tried to be a serious movie, which it should not be.
Yeah, that's why ultimately it didn't work. So watch it for the visuals and the fight scenes.
And on the flip side, not only did we watch Mortal Kombat, which is on HBO Max, we watched He-Man,
which looked ridiculous at first. But
in what way?
It looked silly to me from the trailers, so I expected it to be bad, and actually we enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot better, especially compared to Mortal Kombat 2.
Which isn't a really high bar to pass, but...
But it showed, like, that ridiculous premise based on, like, over-the-top characters can be done well.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So what we were saying about Mortal Kombat and why it didn't work is because Mortal Kombat took itself way too seriously, and it should have been more self-aware. He-Man was on 100% self-aware. They would make fun of characters' names. They would make fun of just the whole premise of, you know, like, oh, you're saying these magic words to make this magic sword work. And they totally lean into the whole fact that He-Man in 2026 is part of meme culture. You know, that like, ha ha ha, that laugh. And the song, you know, that, hey, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going on? That whole song. They use it well. They totally know He-Man is a meme in 2026. And they leaned into it, and that's why it worked, in my opinion. The plot, I could take the plot of He-Man more seriously than Mortal Kombat.
Ironically.
Did you think they leaned a lot into the casting? Because in Mortal Kombat, they relied so much on
Carl
Urban's casting as Johnny Cage. He-Man, a lot of the characters, I didn't recognize who those actors were. That's why Idris Elba sticks out so much, because he's so recognizable.
Idris Elba and Alison Brie stick out a lot.
I feel like these movies work when you cast an unknown, because I didn't know who that guy's He-Man was, but he worked.
Yeah, like, I can't pinpoint him in another movie I've seen, so it took me, you know, like, I was able to fully invest, like, okay, this is He-Man, because I don't know this guy from anywhere else.
It helps with the immersion. Oh, and then compared to the fight scenes in Mortal Kombat, He-Man had some pretty good fight scenes too. All the visuals looked great. I mean, Beastman looked amazing. You know, Skeletor also. He looked a little too clean. He should have looked more stained, dirty. Just dirty him up a bit. Put some grime on him.
Speaking of fight scenes, I loved when He-Man was punching the crap out of Skeletor, and like they did like that slow motion. Like again, it was so cool, but also funny.
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh, like that stands out so much in my head. Because again, they're like look how much he's brutalizing Skeletor. Look how strong He-Man is.
And the irony is that was a much better fight scene than anything in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because it leaned into how ridiculous it was.
Again, I laughed at Mortal Kombat when they were blasting Noob Saibot for the wrong reason. I laughed at He-Man punching Skeletor for the right reason, for the reason they wanted me to laugh. So, another example of how to do it well and how to not nail it.
Oh, and then, I guess we spoiled enough, but let's not spoil the teasers for both movies. So, Mortal Kombat 2 teased that there's going to be more. And to me, I was like, oh no. No. That's enough. Like, I don't want another one. But He-Man's teaser was like, oh, yes, yes, like, continue this, yes.
I just hope if Mortal Kombat does make a part 3, they focus on the ninjas, the freaking like Sub-Zero, Scorpion,
Yes.
Reptile, even Cyrax, Sector. Like, just it's right there. All the cool characters, right? It's like, and no more Jax, no more Liu Kang, no more Kung Lao. Like, come on, man.
And here's the thing. The only thing I remembered from the first remake Mortal Kombat movie, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The entire movie should have been about them the entire time. They gave you the first 10 minutes for free on YouTube or whatever because they knew that first 10 minutes was amazing. And then it just fell apart after that because they focused on Cole and whoever else. And I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Mortal Kombat 2, the remake 2. Again, some of the coolest moments were with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Like, why isn't the franchise centered around them? They are your Ryu and Ken. Forget Liu Kang. Forget
Ugh, yeah. Enough
Raiden
Sonya,
and Kung
enough
Lao.
Johnny Cage.
I'm
like,
tired.
just...
I'm so tired of everybody else. Let's not pretend that Sub-Zero and Scorpion are not the coolest things about Mortal Kombat.
Right.
So again, if you're going to tease that there's more,
Focus on the ninjas.
focus on Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Don't tease that, hey, we're going to bring the guys we killed back. You already gave us the cool death scene with Cole, and you're like, here, fandom, here's the character you hate, he's gone. Thank you. Let's leave it with that, at that. And He-Man, yeah, that was such a cool teaser if there is another movie. We have been FaceTime Police. We're a band. We do variety content on our channel. This is Rambo. Thanks for watching.
And I say